Collinwood in parallel time. This is a fateful night in the great house. Once during each generation, a member of the family is chosen by lottery to spend a night in a mysterious locked room. All who have entered have either died or gone insane. The terrifying secret harbored in the room has remained unknown. But soon it will be revealed to one person. For Flora Collins has decided that the lottery must be held tonight.
I have prepared the slips and placed them in the vase. Each one will draw a slip. 5 of them are blanks. But one slip has been marked with an X. Whoever draws the X will go into the room. Who will begin?
I'll begin.
Are we ready to announce?
Let's get it over with. I'll begin.
No, let me. I drew a blank.
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 I can't bear this!
Be quiet, Quentin. Be quiet, Gabriel.
I drew a blank.
Catherine?
It's Catherine. She drew the X. She drew the X.
No, Gabriel. I drew the last blank.
Can't be.
Open the slip.
Open the slip. No. Open it! No, I'm not going to.
He drew the X. You shall have to go into the room.
I won't go. You hear me? I won't go!
Afraid you have no choice.
This isn't fair.
Now, you listen to me. It's as fair as it possibly can be in a thing like this. You predicted you'd get it, now it's come true.
You voted to jeopardize the lives of the 3 women. That's what you deserve. Now, please,
Don't want me to have any sympathy for him, because I don't.
Morgan, this is the time to set personal feelings aside. Whoever goes into that room deserves the sympathy of the whole family.
You'll never get me in that room! Gabriel! You hear me? You'll never get me!
Let's lock the door. There's a key in the drawer. We'll go after him.
Poor Gabriel. I wish it had been he, or any of you. I would rather I had been chosen.
We'd never commit that. No, they have to find him and he has to go through.
But he's right, you know. It's not fair. Not to him and not to any of us. I think that what we've done to Gabriel and to ourselves is revolting.
You're trying to kill me to take me back to hell! You were headed for the village, weren't you? Listen to me. Morgan, please listen to me.
Listen to me. There's nothing to talk about.
I'll give you anything. I'll give you anything. I'll give you every cent. My inheritance.
All
You can
right,
split
now
it.
settle down! Now, you said if you lost, you'd take this like a man.
I don't care about taking you like a man. I'm not going into that room. Can't anyone understand that?
We understand that, dear brother, but it makes no difference.
Listen to me.
Now, you listen to me. Now, you're going to go back. Now, either I hit you and I carry you back, but tomorrow night you're going into that room.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, now don't you start lecturing me. There's nothing wrong with being afraid of going into that room.
Any one of us would have been afraid to go into that room. But any one of us would have gone in with courage.
Oh, that's fine for you to say. You didn't get picked, did you?
You're aware of what your behavior has done to your mother?
Oh, now what does she expect? What do any of you expect?
What are we going to do with him, Aunt Julia? If I let go of him, he'll just run away again.
Keep him under lock and key in the tower room.
Oh, no, you don't. Not the tower room.
You've given us no other choice, Gabriel. Even if you told us, you gave us your word that you wouldn't leave, we could not accept it.
Oh, what a lovely little civilized family we are.
You'll be given anything you want until tomorrow evening, including all the liquor you need.
You know, Julia, you're really beginning to sound like a real executioner, preparing a last meal for the condemned man. Well, why don't you get a minister and have him perform the last rites?
I'm not enjoying any of this, Gabriel.
Oh, yes, you are. Oh, you all are. You're all so glad that you didn't get chosen. Where's Mother?
She's in a room. She can't help you now. I'll take him upstairs.
Come on.
That's it, boys.
Come on.
Take the condemned man upstairs. That's it.
Come in. Julia.
Catherine, I have something to say to you that's rather important.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it concerns certain attitudes that you have had since coming to this house.
What attitudes exactly?
Well, you've been against the lottery from the beginning. It had to be postponed because of you. Because it was postponed, Melanie became seriously ill.
You mean to say that you're accusing me of causing Melanie's illness?
If the lottery hadn't been postponed, she would not have been ill.
Oh, that's absurd.
Tonight, you tried to stop the lottery again.
Very well, but when I saw that I couldn't, I agreed to go along with the feelings of the rest of the family.
You're new here. New to our ways. Of course, you're entitled to whatever opinions you have. But I would caution you not to try to impose yourself on this house too quickly.
What exactly do you mean by that?
I mean that you are not the mistress of this house.
Is it your impression that I am trying to take over the family?
You're an ambitious person. There's nothing wrong with ambition. As long as it doesn't affect the rest of the family. We don't like change. We will not accept it.
I see. Are you finished?
Not quite. Since you objected so to the lottery, I might assume that you would do something to change the outcome of it.
To change it?
Yes. You probably think that you're alone in feeling sorry for Gabriel. It's not true. We all feel very sorry about the ordeal he has to face, but not one of us would stop him from going into that room.
And you think that I might?
Yes, I do think you might. You would regret it. The curse must be appeased. It is our duty as a family to appease it. There is no other way.
You need anything? Ring the bell.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is he in the tower?
Yes.
How is he?
He has a flask with him. He'll be all right after a while.
May I have the key?
What for?
I want to go up and see him.
Mother, I don't think that's a good idea.
Quentin, I owe it to be with him now.
Mother, you owe him nothing after what he did this evening.
He is still my son. I don't care what he's done. Perhaps I can give him some small amount of courage.
Very small indeed.
Now listen, I understand how you feel, but I think it would be very dangerous. You may even feel sorrier for him.
He'll encourage it, Mother.
And then, I'm afraid you might do something that we'd all regret very much
I
later.
give you my word. I will only try to comfort him. And which of you has the key? Thank you.
Quentin, I think one of us should go up there and keep an eye on her while she's in the room.
No. Her word's good enough for me. She said she wouldn't let him go, and she'll keep her word.
Are you all right?
I just felt dizzy for a minute, that's all.
Would you like me to get Dr. Fletcher?
No, of course not. I'm all right. It's been a very strenuous night.
Hello, Gabriel.
Oh, Mother. Come to take me out, haven't you? Oh, tell me yes. You know, Mother, I was sitting up here the whole while. I was thinking just how Mother always used to protect me in the past. And she never let anything happen to me. And she certainly wouldn't let anything happen now, which... Mother, you've got to show some mercy. You've got to show some mercy, please!
Gabriel, we're helpless. Helpless to change our destiny. We were born with a curse, and there's nothing we can do about it but try to endure it.
You're not going to help me, are you?
And the lottery was held last. It was your father who drew the slip that was marked with an X, and who spent the night in the locked room. He did so bravely, and with a sense of family responsibility. You are your father's son, and it has fallen on you to carry out the most serious obligation this family has.
Mother, I thought I was going to get some pity from you. But all you're doing is encouraging me to go into the room.
If I had drawn the losing slip, I'd go in without hesitation.
Well, that's fine for you. But you're you and I'm me, and where does that leave us?
Where we started. You're your father's son, and the tradition is yours to uphold. I brought you this. I thought it might give you some comfort tomorrow night.
What is it?
It was your father's book. It was his favorite book on meditation. He took it into the room with him that night.
Oh, a fat lot of good that did him. Mother, don't you know that isn't what I need? I don't need a book of meditation. Don't you understand?
I understand very well. What you need is something I cannot give you.
You can get me out of here.
No, I cannot. Much as I would like to. It's impossible. You were chosen fairly, and the one who is chosen cannot be changed. I'm sorry, my son. I will pray for you.
Julia, stay away. It's a play. Play.
I just came from his room. She's weaker. I just hope she'll last out till tomorrow night.
Till Gabriel goes into the room.
Yes.
And you think that will solve everything, don't you?
What's wrong?
Everything that's happened tonight, that's what's wrong. The whole idea of this lottery is barbaric. It's terrible.
Catherine, there's no point of going through all this again.
Will you stop and think about it? Will you just think about it clearly once?
Oh, Catherine, I know how strange it all seems to
Strange!
you.
I think we should all be ashamed of ourselves. We couldn't be more cruel to Gabriel if we just took him out and shot him to death.
Catherine, I think you're being very irrational
I think
about
I'm
it.
the only one in this house who isn't being irrational. I think it's absolutely vicious to force Gabriel to go into that room.
You're the one that thinks this curse is a farce. If you're right, nothing will happen to Gabriel when he goes in.
You can think of the torture he's going through right now.
Catherine, please, let's don't discuss this any further. Let's just forget about it.
Now you're beginning to sound like Julia.
What is that supposed to mean?
She came in here about an hour ago, decided to give me a little lecture.
And?
She tried to put me in my place. She accused me of being ambitious, trying to impose my feelings on the rest of the family.
She had no right to do that.
I admit I do have opinions, but I've always felt that I had the right to express them without fear of retaliation. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
Well, I promise you it will never happen again. I'll see to that.
Morgan, come quickly.
Julia, I want to speak to you about something.
Not now. There's no time. The plague. Quentin has the plague. Well, what did the doctor say?
He only confirmed what we already knew.
And by tomorrow night, we may all have the plague.
Yes.
Mother, I think Gabriel should go in the room this evening.
No. There's not enough time left tonight. Whoever spends the night in that room will spend a full night. All we can do is wait. And pray for Melanie and Quentin.
And Gabriel.
Yes, Gabriel. I think he ought to be told about Quentin.
Mother, I don't think that'll give him any encouragement.
Quentin is his brother. He ought to know.
Very right. I'll tell him.
I'll come along and see if there's anything I can do.
I'm very sorry, Mrs. Collins. I'll be in our bedroom if I'm needed.
Julia! He's gone!